Have you ever sat at your desk, staring at your boss's office door, debating whether telling the truth is bravery or career suicide? Because that was me. And when I finally told my boss exactly how I felt, everything changed, but not the way I expected. My heart dropped. I've been grinding for 3 years, staying late, skipping lunches, doing everything right. Or so I thought. It all started with an email, a Tuesday morning. The subject line hit me like a brick. Performance review rescheduled, urgent, then sends you a cold email tearing you apart. At first, I respected her. But over time, that respect slowly turned into fear, or a push out the door. I sat there, staring at my screen, hands sweating, thinking. And I wrote about the workload, the burnout, the guilt trips around PTO, the constant after-hours emails, the broken promises. There's room for growth. Yeah, right? Why am I the only one bending? Why am I scared to say what everyone's thinking? Let me back up. My name's Chris, 29 years old, marketing coordinator for an ad agency in Chicago. But another voice in my head whispered, if you don't speak now, nothing will ever change. Actually, I wrote something. I think it's better if I just read it. My boss? Her name's Karen, mid-40s, tough, sharp, the kind of boss who smiles in meetings. That performance review? It wasn't just a review. I knew it. It was either a push to do more. The expectations have become unsustainable. I've worked nights, I've worked weekends, I've sacrificed my mental health, and it feels like it's never enough. I'm exhausted. And I know I'm not the only one. She gave me her usual polite smile, pen ready, notepad flipped open. She starts, so Chris, how do you feel things are going this quarter? When deadlines move but the workload doubles, it leads to burnout, but I didn't realize it was affecting you like this. When PTO feels like guilt instead of a benefit, it damages trust. This isn't working, and it hasn't been for a while. I opened a new document and titled it, The Honest Truth for Karen. 4 pages, raw, honest, no sugarcoating, no filters. Then the real question hit me. Am I actually going to send this? Getting fired, getting gaslit, HR pulling me into a side room, or maybe, just maybe being heard, thoughtful, not angry. Not offended. Finally, she said, Chris, I had no idea you felt this way. I stared at that send button. This could be it, my job. My rent, my health insurance. I saved the file but didn't send it. Slept on it, or at least, I tried to. Tossed. Turned. Imagined every possible outcome. 9 a.m. Corinne's office. Glass walls. Zero privacy. I sat down. I looked her dead in the eyes and said, honestly, not great. Her pen froze. I said, I've been meaning to talk to you. She raised an eyebrow. Go ahead. Deep breath. Hands shaking, I started, I'm glad you told me this. I can't fix everything overnight, but I'm gonna try. It's time. Because the truth? It might just change everything. Drop your story in the comments. And if you want more real workplace stories like this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. And starting with this, you're taking next Friday off, no exceptions. Paid rest. I've loved being part of this team, but lately I felt overwhelmed. Not because it was funny, but because relief hit me like a wave. I looked up. No reaction. I kept going. When feedback only comes as criticism, it kills motivation. People started leaving at 5 p.m. without shame, without guilt. Slack went from passive-aggressive to supportive, silence. She leaned back, crossed her arms, and looked. She continued, I know things have been rough. Clients have been demanding. We're understaffed. Wait, what? She wasn't mad? She understood? Honestly, I've probably handled things badly. The pressure got to me, and it's been trickling down. And then the sentence that floored me, what do you think would help fix this? For the next 45 minutes, we had the realest conversation I've ever had at work. We talked about clear boundaries on after-hours emails, rotating late client requests, making PTO mandatory after big projects, and monthly check-ins not about performance, but about mental health. And a new rule, no criticism without also recognizing something done well. By the end, she looked me in the eye and said, Chris. I laughed. The next week, Karen held a team meeting, addressed burnout, set real boundaries. No, it wasn't perfect, but it was better. Telling the truth was terrifying, but holding it in was worse. Your voice matters, even at work, especially at work. And the craziest part, a few months later, I got promoted, turns out. Honesty isn't just brave. Sometimes it's the smartest move you'll ever make. If you've ever sat there wondering, should I speak up? Maybe, just maybe, have you ever told your boss the truth? How did it go?